People believe it is the ultimate bliss when someone reads their mind. But where does intimacy end? And where does the silent theft begin? I have seen how an unfinished motif, a quiet spark from my deepest core, suddenly spoke from someone else's lips, as if it hadn't originated with me. When your unwritten truth changes hands without permission, you learn to appreciate the distance. Sometimes it is safer to only hand someone the end of a sentence, rather than letting them steal your beginning in the shadows. I wander through the vast expanse of thoughts I've yet to mold, an abstract space and heavy fog where mysteries unfold. And while I seek the depth of field to bring it into view, you've conquered my defenseless core before I even knew. Before I pen the first rough draft of what I truly feel, you play the knowing narrator, my unformed truths you steal. It is a painful ravaging of my most silent space, when you name every fleeting thought and leave me not a trace. You tear down every boundary, my sovereignty is burned, and every shielding filter of my mind is overturned. Finish all my sentences when I begin to stall, but do not loot the hidden vaults behind my mental wall. For an absolute foresight, the tenderness will end, the softly woven unseen bond that I cannot defend. Wouldn't it be beautiful if you could simply wait until I find the starting line and open up the gate? And only at the sentence's end you offer me your hand, a comforting assurance that you truly understand. You suffocate my breathing when you always know my way, preempting every single step in what I wanna say. Let me set the tempo so our story stays in rhyme, or else our shared melody will lose its sense of time. I need this hidden harbor, the sanctuary of peace, to sort my broken fragments and find my own release, instead of getting lost inside the harsh and blinding light of your too rapid answers that steal away my night. An unspoken idea remains a shifting storyboard, with endless space for possibilities to be explored. But spoken loud by you, it's forced into a rigid frame, a cold and final script that traps me in its sudden game. I wanna be the sole director of all I feel inside, to choose when the heavy curtain is finally pulled aside, not watching helpless silence as my intimate design floats upward to the surface on a tongue that isn't mine. Finish all my sentences when I begin to stall, but do not loot the hidden vaults behind my mental wall. For an absolute foresight, the tenderness will end, the softly woven unseen bond that I cannot defend. Wouldn't it be beautiful if you could simply wait until I find the starting line and open up the gate? And only at the sentence's end you offer me your hand, a comforting assurance that you truly understand. You suffocate my breathing when you always know my way, preempting every single step in what I wanna say. Let me set the tempo so our story stays in rhyme, or else our shared melody will lose its sense of time. The perfect resonance between two souls is never born by violently exposing secrets in the glaring morn, but by softly catching words that tremble on the lip when courage suddenly begins to falter and to slip. When I define the vector and you weave the falling thread, with steady hands right at the edge of the unknown ahead, then I feel true connection where you walk right by my side, instead of claiming mastery over where I choose to hide. I'm longing for an echo that takes up my design, completing it in harmony, emotion intertwined. But I fight against the shadow that towers over me, touching my unfinished self without the master key. Finish all my sentences when I begin to stall, but do not loot the hidden vaults behind my mental wall. For an absolute foresight, the tenderness will end, the softly woven unseen bond that I cannot defend. Oh, wouldn't it be beautiful if you could simply wait until I find the starting line and open up the gate? And only at the sentence's end you offer me your hand, a comforting assurance that you truly understand. You suffocate my breathing when you always know my way, preempting every single step in what I wanna say. Let me set the tempo so our story stays in rhyme, or else our shared melody will lose its sense of time. Let's walk together through the scene, but leave the lines to me, the first words on the empty page where I can still be free. I'll hand to you in confidence the final word to share, but the sensitive origin of thought is mine to bear. A shared phrase is a solid bridge we build from either side, closing in the golden middle, spanning far and wide, while the stolen thought is just a wedge, driven sharp and deep, recklessly poured into the silent sanctuary I keep.